Hey everyone! I wanted to share with you all the amazing experience that I have had so far working for VIPKid, which, if you're not sure what it is a company based out of China that connects you with a student so that you can teach them English one-on-one through your computer. I have been doing it for about a month, and I just wanted to share with everyone how much I have loved it. It is such an easy way to make quick, easy cash, and it's very, very, very rewarding. Um, if you're like me, when I first heard about it, I was like, random Chinese company? I don't think so. It's probably a scam. That's too good to be true. Not so. It is awesome, and it is not a scam. I have, since joining, started talking to other people who have been doing it for even longer than I have, and everyone has positive things to say about it. You can set your schedule. It's extremely flexible. It can change week to week. It can even change daily if you want it to. I also wondered if I would be able to do enough sessions to make it really worth my time, and I really have been able to. It is super easy. The company provides all of the resources that you need. And here in just a second, I'm going to show you what some of the slides look like, just so you realize how truly easy it is to be a VIPKid teacher. So when you begin teaching with VIPKid, you'll log on to your portal, and in each classroom will be slides that look just like this. You'll see over on the right where it gives the objectives and the vocabulary and sentence pattern that they want the student to learn by the time you're finished with their class. Here's an example of a very typical slide in a VIPKid class lesson. If you see up at the top, it says goal, student repeats cow while performing TPR. TPR means total physical response, which is just moving with certain words. The slide also contains a sound effect of a cow mooing, and you really just want the student to say the word cow. So you might say, "This is a cow," and underline the word cow, circle the cow. Then you would listen. If the student says it, you could go ahead and play the sound. Even if they don't say it, you just repeat, "This is a cow." Cow. Circle it again, maybe play the noise again. They will say cow very quickly. It's amazing how much the students already know. You can click to the next slide, and again, the goal is for the student to repeat the word milk. So you would tell the student, "This is milk." Milk. Listen for them to respond. When they do, you clap and cheer, "Yay! Good job!" You might circle milk and say again, "This is milk." The student will very likely repeat right after you, "This is milk." On the next slide, you could have the student repeat, "The cow gives milk." Maybe circle them both in the same picture. I'm going to flip now to a later slide just so you have a feel for what they're like. After you go through the previous slides, this slide is an example. So you would say, "Cow." Cow. Circle the cow. Then you might say, "Cow" again, and "Milk?" Not milk. Cow. Not drink. Cow. Then on the next slide, you would say the word milk. Listen as the student repeats it, and model for them how to choose milk. Then the student will draw on the screen and choose milk. This is where you get into more of the phonics behind the lessons. So the sounds, if you look over in the objectives that the student needs to learn from this lesson, is ah, eh, and ah. So you might say, eh, elephant. And then you'll listen and the student will repeat. Then you might say, apple, apple, and listen as the student repeats. Finally, you might say, octopus, and listen and the student will repeat. Here's another example of the phonics teaching. You can hit play.
Elephant.
You'll hear the audio say, elephant. And then you'll model for the student how to choose elephant. You can let them circle it and repeat after you. Then on the next slide, play the audio.
Apple.
Apple. Tell them circle, apple. And see if they can choose apple on their own. If they can't, it's okay to circle it for them and then have them trace your circle with their screen. Finally, most of the lessons have some practice for how to use the computer and using the mouse or trackpad. So there might be a slide like this where they're supposed to practice tracing. So you might say, small cow, trace the best you can on the dotted line. Big cow. And then the student will repeat and trace on the line. So as you can tell, the lessons are very simple and easy. And again, the students are amazing how much they already know. So just a little bit of encouragement and modeling and they pick it up really quick.